Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue 80, Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, blue 80, 51 to mine. Yeah.
Now Elliott. be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll try again with Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tight up. Wait.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Wilson. And Stills bringing it in. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Sack City, baby.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that in. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Trying to get it that time to Stills. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Out, 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 out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jam. Spy.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Check. Watch the 24. 25. Gotta go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play. This is Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He's at the 40. 20. 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 88 yards, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 12, Winston looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st down, Winston. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Wait.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. That's That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, total.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Now Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Winston. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Ben Gideon in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed.
It got his man complete.
Gardner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Winston. He's got Evans. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Carson. Big hold of the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 82 yards.